Hi, welcome to Cloud Tech Bucket. In this video, we are going to deploy HyperV cluster by two node. So I already have the file system cluster. So on node 2, I'm adding the features, the HyperV features. On node 1, I already installed the HyperV feature, and the file system cluster is already deployed. So in my channel, you have that video how you can make Windows failover cluster. So you can see in my channel that video. So I have the 3-4 NICs here. I will configure the HyperV networks later on. Let's install it. And as I mentioned, I already created the file system cluster. So I have the cluster shared volume here. So I will select that cluster shared volume for the location of my HyperV disk and also the HyperV VM configurations. Okay, then next, then install. So this is my node 2. We will wait for a couple of minutes to complete it. So as you can see, it's already completed. So I will reboot this node after installing the HyperV feature, a reboot is mandatory. So my node 2, it's rebooting. In the meantime, let's get back to node 1 and see if HyperV installation is completed or not. Okay, as I mentioned, the HyperV is installed and the failover cluster is already configured, and I have a SQL Server failover cluster already running on this two node. So let's get back to the HyperV manager. From tools, then HyperV manager. As you can see, it's already installed on this node. And let's do one thing. Let's create a HyperV virtual switch. So it will be our external switch. And as I mentioned, I have 4 network adapter here. So let me show you. Just a second. Yeah, so I have HA, iSCSI, LAN, and then VM network. So this VM adapter I will use for HyperV virtual switch. So we need to exclude IPv4 and IPv6 from the physical NICs, so I can create HyperV virtual switch without any interruption. So I will select external and then click create virtual switch. I will name it as bswitch0 underscore VLAN 200. And then I need to select the physical adapters. So I need to check which adapter is my VM adapter. Just a second. So here, as I can see, it's an adapter H2, H3. Okay, yep, this, and I don't need management service on this interface because I have a dedicated LAN interface which will be used for my HyperV host management. So I'll click apply and yes, then okay. So my HyperV switch is created. Okay, so I copied a Windows 10 VM into this HyperV host. So I will now create a virtual machine on the next, and I will name it Win10 test. Then click next. So as you can see, the machine location is my cluster shared volume. So click next, and the memory for my virtual machine, I can give it 4 GB. I have available memory in my host. Next, then select HyperV switch as we created this switch, and we will save 40 GB here, and then click next. I will choose the file. It's already uploaded to my cluster shared volume to Windows 10 fan. Okay, that's fine. Click next, then finish. Okay, VM is created. Now let's connect the virtual console. Now let's start the VM. Okay, next, install. Okay, let's get back to in my role, so we can configure a role as the VM is created. So we'll choose HyperV virtual machines. Yep, then click next. As we created a single VM, so we can select it, click next. So whatever VM we need to make highly available, we can select that VM and make it as highly available. Now finish. As you can see, this virtual machine is currently running on my SQLDB 01 node. And on my node 2, I will make the same Hyper-V virtual switch, so that if I migrate the VMs or I change the role of that VM, I can get it. So I'll name it at the same name, vSwitch 0 underscore VLAN 200, and I will choose my network interface, which is my VM interface. So let me show, this is my VM interface, and if we click on view, then details. Okay, and the last one, I'll choose this interface for my HyperV switch. Okay, then apply, yes, then okay. Okay, so my virtual switch is created on node 2 also. And if we go to failover manager from node 2, we can see that under the roles, we can see that virtual machine which is running on SQLDB01, and the OS installation is going on. So once the OS installation is completed, we will try to migrate this. So let's do one thing, let's add the secondary node to my HyperV manager, so that I can see in which node the VMs is running currently. From here we will click OK. Okay, so my node 2 is here. There is no VM on node 2, and on node 1 already we have created a VM and the installation is going on. Okay, so the VM installation completed. Let's do one thing. As you see, on node 2 we don't have any VM, and on node 1 we have a VM. So from here we will move this VM from node 1 to node 2. Then we'll go here, select node, then SQL DB02, click OK. Okay, it's migrating. Yeah. Okay, almost there. Okay, so now it's running on SQL DB02, and from HyperV Manager, as you can see, on my SQL DB01 there is no HyperV, but on node 2 SQL DB02 there the VMs has